Is it 5? We're live. Let me make sure I'm turned up, yeah? I don't even know what time it is. Both my clocks' batteries are dead. That clock says it's 20 to 11. This clock says it's 20 to 3. I have a feeling they're both wrong. I guess my body clock just tells me it's 5 o'clock on the dot because I am here in the spot and I am live. The unimpeachable president for life. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Having a good week so far? I hope so. Man, I got a lot to talk about today. I came into this not knowing what to talk about at all. But as I started getting ready to talk, man, a lot of stuff came up. Sorry I missed individual hellos, but hello everybody. Welcome. I keep wanting to take a drink of my break on through brew, but I want to wait till an appropriate moment. I want to wait till more people come into the house and pull up a seat. Man, it's like sometimes I just go ahead and start because I know people will see it on the replay or whatever. But I mean, I got so much stuff that I deem important. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a minute. I'll do something to keep y'all entertained. I was selling a bunch of patches and stuff this weekend. I had someone ask me, like, hey man, why are you getting rid of all your cool shite? It's like, man, I just gotta explain something. I got so much stuff. I got a lot of stuff. And some of the stuff, man, is in boxes. It's in drawers. And I'm just like, man, you know, if I'm not, I mean, now some stuff I got is really valuable and I don't need to be out, but I like to be functioning. Oh, working class, look here. 4 o'clock. Oh yeah, 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. But, and you know, you sell something of a band or something that someone gave you and all, and it's not because you dislike that band anymore or you turned heel on them or anything. It's just that, you know, if I can put this in someone's hands, going to put it on their hat or their jacket or their cut off hoodie, overshirt, then that is doing that band or that brand, or that's doing them a better justice, I think. So I hope no one takes any of that personally, man. It's just, I got a lot of shit. I got a lot of shit. I'll be putting up more as the week goes on. Thank you for being very responsive. Who wants a Noise for the Sake of Noise CD with the slime goats on it? Tink, tink. Tink, tink, I may be able to help you out there, son. All right, you know what? I don't know if all you noticed, but Facebook looked great last week. Why, you may ask? Because it was flooded with tributes to now the late, great Raquel Welch. That is the best that Facebook has looked probably since it started. So I'm going to ask that we all get our break on through brew and we drink a toast to a cultural icon. In memory, Raquel Welch. You know, I'm very fortunate in the fact that I have friends and fans that just like, if Jeff, you know, like the fans that just send me stuff. Today I got something in the mail from my main Clinton Zilla. I'm going to hip you to this. And by the way, Clinton, the permission that you asked for this DVD, I give it a thumbs up. But this is going to be an official release, I think, of Uncle Goddamn 2. Now, Clinton tells me that he is skilled in the fine art of transferring video to DVD and reproducing DVDs and Blu-rays. And I guess, well, Clinton, I'm going to talk to you more about this on a side note. But my question, I just want to know. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm not doing a big run of DVDs ever again. Ever. They are dust collectors. No one buys DVDs anymore. But if I were to release some of like our old, man, I've got, you don't know how many of our old shows I have on 8mm and VHS and DVD. But if we were to make an official release of some of these shows together, would people be interested in that at all? I mean, you got to give me some hearts or some thumbs uppers. I mean, but if it's just like, damn, Jeff Clayton, man, you always trying to get a damn buck out of somebody, you know, DVDs are a thing of the past there, son. Tell me that. Just say, man, don't even bother with a small run of DVDs. Because I'm thinking about maybe doing that as the year goes on. Small runs. Man, I ain't doing no more 500,000 and all that stuff, man. Enhanced CD. I don't know about that. But speaking of, well, yeah, Clinton, that's why I even brought you up, son. Because you wrote me this letter explaining what you can do, and I'm just like, well, you know, maybe I put Mr. Clinton Zilla to work. What do y'all think? Yeah, Andy Miller just said he's got hours of stuff that he's never uploaded. And Andy Miller's got some good stuff now. But I also got another piece of mail, and I gotta tell you, man, I am really, really impressed with this, and I think most of you are going to be too. And it's from my main Joseph Kelly from up around New Jersey town. On Instagram, he goes by Gigi Allen Collector. This is a baseball style jersey. I'm going to scoot back a little bit so you can get the full thing going on here. Look at that. In the official colors, black and orange. Look at the back. This is a patch now. This ain't screen printed. That. Joseph, I am very, very honored and impressed by this. And I'd like to talk to you about that. I mean, I think maybe that might be something people want down the road. I don't know. Maybe say ANTiSEEN 40. I got a top 10 today, and I got announcements for the shows coming up. But I don't have enough to fill all the time I need to fill. So if y'all have a few questions, or maybe if y'all could say something to spur my mind going into a spiral of stories that I can remember, man, I'll be talking to the First Lady on the weekend, you know, and we talk about something and she'll say, that's something you need to tell on Break On Through. But of course, I never have a notebook with me to write it down. I know people say, well, damn, your phone's got notes in it, but I know. I prefer the old pen to paper approach. I don't have any updates on Ruin Your Groove. The head honcho at TKO has been under the weather a little bit, so I hadn't really got to talk to him. And I saw Walt Wheat said, tell the Gigi Christmas story. You know what? I'm going to save that for a special episode. I haven't done top 10 finishing moves by wrestlers, but I've done top 10 wrestlers. Okay, Clint wants to know about the story behind the picture of me and Ric Flair and him holding my daughter. Well, man, I just came home from being on tour in Europe. And I'm thinking this was 93. The Eat More Possum lineup and tour. And man, that was like the day I got back. And I heard Ric Flair was going to be opening a Gold's Gym, oddly enough, right now. It ended up being right down the street from where I live now, from the Break On Through studios. It was right down the street. But I didn't live here at the time, and I wanted to go to this autograph signing because also there was Randy Savage and Arn Anderson. Matter of fact, if y'all will hold just 1 second. I brought this to the Gold's Gym opening to get signed. And you can see here, Arn Anderson so graciously signed it upside down for me. Heck, it's Arn Anderson. He can do whatever the hell he wants. See, there's Ric Flair. Let's see if Savage signed it. I think he probably did. Yeah, Macho. He wrote Macho Man. Macho Man. And I like having these posters in this stand now. I can change the backdrop and break on through from time to time, like I did today. Anyway, so, you know, just, I've been away for, what, a month, 2 months? And I wanted, you know, Carrie to come ride with me and go. And, you know, and I got, man, when she was little, I took her everywhere. All my kids, I took them everywhere with me. And so I take her. She's got her little dress on, her little hat with the flip-up thing, got her pink pacifier. And I thought it was going to be cool, man, because she was usually not very nervous about people, but I wanted to get a picture of Flair holding her with me. And there's a few pictures now. Chris Raydock was there, our late great friend, and photographer, and he snapped some photos. And there's other photos besides the one that everyone has seen where I'm kind of making Carrie laugh, trying to make her laugh, and she's looking at the camera like, and Flair's laughing. And man, when he took her from me to hold for the, she lost it. And I was like trying to, you know, calm her down, and that's when we got that one picture. But there's another one where he's signing my poster, and I've got her standing on the autograph table because she was a little bitty thing at the time, probably just under 3. But yeah, that was a real fun memory. Somebody else said something on here that got any more questions? Oh, you know what? Since I'm getting a little bit more skilled, I will see if I can see if there's any posters. Questions. Poster. I saw somebody say poster. Yeah, Clinton, she has met a lot of cool people. One of my favorite stories of my oldest daughter, Carrie, is one day I picked her up from school, and we're getting ready to go have dinner or something, you know. And she gets in the car and she goes, Dad, have you ever heard of the Angry Samoans? Like, I'm going to trick the old guy this time. And I said, Carrie, the original singer of the Angry Samoans, Jeff Dahl, helped you decorate a Christmas tree. And she's like, really? I'm like, yes. All right. Mondo Braswell says, who was the first wrestler I ever met? You know, Mondo, that is a damn good question. One I probably needed some time to think on. But man, you know, it's like back when I first started going to wrestling, the only way you'd catch these guys to get an autograph or something is them coming into the in and out of the arena. And I never was one of those, I'm going to wait around here for 150 hours waiting for somebody to come out. I just don't. I ain't saying I ain't done it, but. Well, see, now, one of the first wrestlers I saw Dale said his first one he met was Bulldog Brower. Now, see, one of the first wrestlers I saw at a live card was Bulldog Brower. I mean, he wasn't the first, but he was the main event of the card that first live card I ever went to. Man, I really need to think on that for a second. I mean, speaking of wrestlers, I'm going to have George South back in here real soon. Was I a bigger fan of Memphis or Mid-South or Mid-Atlantic? Well, man, the Mid-Atlantic's what I grew up watching. You know, I like all those that you just named, but Mid-Atlantic was the deal for us, man. And sometime whenever I have trouble going to sleep, you know, I got the Peacock network and I watch the WWE network on there. And I just keep it on the Mid-Atlantic and just let it play. And my brother and I got it at his house one weekend and watched it all weekend because there is a ton of those old episodes that my brother was in the crowd. And we even found some. I even got a screenshot of when the camera got right on him, you know. And I'll post that sometime. I've posted it before, but I'll do it again. But before I get into it, see, man, I don't have a clock. I don't know what time it is. Can someone give me an update? Like, what time is it now? I know we're on a delay, and when you tell me, it's going to be a little bit more. But just give me an idea how long I got. Because I got 2 things that we may spend some time on here. It's 5:20. Okay, that's later than I thought. All right, I'm going to go ahead with the announcements for the ANTiSEEN shows and give you a little bit of details that I have learned. Thursday, March 9th, at the Switchyard in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, a hometown heroes welcome for Walt Wheat joining the Rockin' Teenage Combo ANTiSEEN at the Switchyard in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And joining us on this big card will be Volume Mountain and Vile Menace. How often do you have 2 opening groups that both names begin with V? I'm thinking not very often. I'm thinking this might be a good sign. So I'm looking forward to this. And Hattiesburg better turn out for its favorite son, Walt Wheat. March 10th at Bears in Shreveport, Louisiana. Now we have fun in Shreveport. We've played there twice now. It's always a fun show. This will be time number 3. I want you all to come out, bring some people who haven't seen this kind of music with you, because we're going to be playing with Jethro Skull, personal friends of ours, and Blood Drunk at Bears. That's a Friday night, man. Ain't nothing else going on in Shreveport. Unless y'all want to go gamble at them casinos and stuff, you need to come out to Bears, because that's where it's happening. March 11th. And this show is so damn good that Malcolm McDowell is going on the internet and talking about it. You've seen it. You might be, damn, Jeff Clayton, you don't mind stretching a damn story. I ain't stretching a story. Malcolm McDowell is talking about this show on the internet. You can go see it, because he knows that when ANTiSEEN comes to Mobile, Alabama, it is going to be a knockdown, drag-out rock and roll party in the street. And it's become such a knockdown, drag-out rock and roll party in the street that we had to move it across the street. The show is no longer at the Merry Widow, so get that out of your head. I'm going to the Merry Widow at 5 o'clock. No, you're not. If you do, ain't going to be anybody there. You need to come to the Alabama Music Box. The Alabama Music Box, where you will see Future Hate. That is the band of my main and partner in crime, Dennis Highland. Yeah, Brandon, and we're going to have tea. Like Malcolm McDowell, I think he's got an idea of what punk rock's supposed to be. What are you going to do? Are you going to have some tea? And like Brown Saw Brandon wrote, yeah, more than likely there'll be some tea. But he's right, there will be some tea. But we'll have Future Hate, and from Nashville, an all-female rockin' combo called Thelma and the Sleaze. Now, they're going to play after us. We're playing in the middle. Damn, Jeff, wait, why you got to play in the middle? Because we don't want to play late. We don't like playing late. And anytime we can help it, we are no longer going to play late. A return engagement to Mobile, March 11th. March 12th. That whole not playing late goes out the window. Because we're playing in the Big Easy. New Orleans, Louisiana at Siberia. And man, I'm telling you, if Mobile is a knockdown, drag-out rock and roll party in the street, then this here is a riot on the Sunset Strip. Because it's going to be your favorite rockin' teenage combo and one-trick pony, ANTiSEEN, along with our great friends, the Guillotines from Houston, Texas, which features our main man, Bill, formerly from the Pagans, the band, not the motorcycle gang, the band, the Pagans from Cleveland. They're going to be there. And who's opening the show? One of New Orleans' finest. I love these guys every time we see them. And I'm going to get a chance to see them again on March 12th. The Pallbearers. Pallbearers, Guillotines, ANTiSEEN. That's a riot on Sunset Strip and Rock and Roll High School all rolled up in one. Whoever misses this, I feel sorry for you, because every fool you know is going to be talking to you tonight. Damn, son, you missed that damn show. Well, if you don't want to hear all that, then come to the damn show. Now, you know, I'm pushing real hard for these March shows because they start in 2 weeks. You hear me? I'm talking about 2 weeks. But now I'm going to get a jump on advertising some of our all of our April appearances. April 6th, this is a Thursday night, in Hot Atlanta, a couple blocks off of Bad Street, USA. We'll be at Boggs Social and Supply. Can you dig it? Got a big card there. Himbre and the Infidels will be with us. Josephus and the George Jonestown Massacre from Memphis, Tennessee. They're going to be there. And another great band from Atlanta, and I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I wrote their name here, and I can't read my own damn writing. And let's see. Can anybody help me out here? I don't want to say a word that ain't their name, man. I've never heard of them until they were on the bill with us, but I went and checked them out, and they're really good. Can anyone help me? This is embarrassing. All right. The next night, hometown show, April 7th. At the world-famous Milestone Club in Charlotte, North Carolina. Himbre and the Infidels. And Self-Made Monsters. I'm looking to see if I got their album here. I must have already put it into the queue to be played. But they got a brand new album out. Go to any thing on Facebook that says Self-Made Monsters, and it will show you a way to get it if you want to get it. Damn amazing. Or better yet, wait and get it at the show. After you've spent all the money you're going to spend on ANTiSEEN shite, if you got some left, get you some Self-Made Monsters. And some Himbre. They're all going to have some good shite there. So, the next night, April 8th, we'll be at the Cherry Street Tavern in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Now, we always have a great, grand old time in Chattanooga. This time ain't going to be no different. And it will be us. The Aggravated is playing with us in Atlanta. Guys, if you hear this, don't worry, I feel like a stupid son of a bitch for not being able to read my own fucking writing. But the Aggravated will be on that big card in Atlanta on April 6th. But back to April 8th at Cherry Street Tavern in Chattanooga. It will be us and the Josephus and George Jonestown Massacre live in Chattanooga. 2 bands, Saturday night. And he's like, goddamn. It ain't going to be like 75 bands. All of a sudden, nope. It's going to be 2. Because we don't like to play late. And we ain't going to play late. Chattanooga. Y'all come on out, even if your band ain't playing. Come on out. Have fun. Have a good time. April 9th. The Cobra in Nashville, Tennessee. We played that place before, and we had a damn good time. And it was, but you know what I'm going to say, it was a knockdown, drag-out rock and roll party in the street. And we're going to have another one on April 9th at the Cobra in Nashville, Tennessee. All right. Man, it's on to a top 10 now. And in honor of our cultural icon who has passed away, Miss Raquel Welch, I will do my top 10 favorite Raquel Welch films. Starting with number 10. And a lot of these you can see on Tubi, Pluto, Plex. Some of them you may have to rent. You can see them on Prime Video. But they're not like impossible to find. So if I talk about any and you want to check them out, those are some avenues in which you can do it. But number 10, and this one's on Tubi. Matter of fact, this was the first thing I watched when I discovered Tubi. A Swinging Summer. One of Raquel's first movies. Not her first, but one of them. And it's a typical, we're a bunch of teenagers and the man's trying to smash our fun here in the summer. And we're going to do something to let the man know that we ain't going to put up with it. And it has Jerry Lewis and the Pacemakers. Not playing their, like, pop hits, but playing some really cool instrumental stuff, man. It's really cool to watch. And I don't even have to say it. In every one of these movies I'm picking right here, Raquel looks fabulous. They're all from the late 60s into the mid 70s. So we don't even have to go over that over and over and over again. Number 8 is kind of like a tie, because these movies are kind of the same. Man, she did a series of westerns. And number 9 is Bandolero, tied with 100 rifles. Oh, yeah. They got a tie. But number 7 is the other Western. And to me, it was a cut above. It was called Annie Calder. I know of all the pictures that were floating around of her on Facebook last week, y'all saw a picture from Annie Calder where she's wearing the poncho, got the pistol strapped to her. Oh, yeah. Let's see what, I'm losing my place here. Man, I can't write worth a damn. 10, 9, 8. Number 7. Myra Breckenridge. And that's the iconic shots of her in the white cowboy hat and the red, white, and blue one piece with the big white boots. It's a weird movie, but I like it. I like it so much that it's my number 7 pick. My number 6, even though it was a small part for her, she only had one scene in it, but that scene was incredible. Bedazzled. One night, man, I was having a film festival. Man, like when I'm staying up late and it's just me by myself, First Lady's already gone to bed, I'm just watching stuff, until I get sleepy. I have film festivals. And a lot of times it's stuff I've already seen, but I just want to see them again. Like on Tubi, for instance, my favorite channel. My favorite channel used to be MeTV, but then I discovered Tubi. Tubi had an advertisement during the Super Bowl, I understand, so that might mean they may not be free for long. I don't know, but what do I know? I'm just working class. I don't get a say. But like some night I'll have a Pam Grier film festival. I'll watch Coffee. I'll watch Foxy Brown, Sheba Baby. But one night I had a Raquel Welch film festival, and I watched this now. And man, I'm gonna tell you, one of the first ways I discovered Raquel Welch was through my older cousin, Gary Smith. Rest in peace, Gary. He was much older than me, and I would go to my mom would go to her sister's house, and we'd be over there hanging out with the cousins. And I'd go into Gary's room, because, man, he had posters all over the room. He was playing loud rock music, had rock magazines. He was real into sports, too. It was through him that I learned about Pistol Pete Maravich and guys like that. But he also had this gigantic poster. It looked like it was a door poster. It was bigger than any door, though, man. It was narrow. But it was of Raquel on the beach in a yellow bikini, and it was from this movie, my number 5 pick. The Biggest Bundle of Them All. It was an iconic, but man, a lot of people had that poster around that time. This was the mid 70s, and it also starred Robert Wagner and Ernest Borgnine. It's a comedy, but it's really good. My number 4, and y'all are gonna say, "Damn, just play that figured for your number 1, son," but you're wrong. It's number 4, and that is 1 million years BC. That is the movie that officially makes Raquel a Hammer girl, because that movie was made by Hammer. Now, Hammer is traditionally period piece, vampire, a werewolf here and there, some Frankenstein, and all that kind of stuff. But they did take some going to the sci-fi fantasy route a few times, and this was one of their most popular. 1 million years BC. Even as a kid, I was like, were cave girls all really like real glamorous? I don't know. I wasn't there. I can't tell you. I mean, I have an idea, but I'm thinking the way they looked in Quest for Fire was a little more accurate. But hey, you know what? If Hammer wants to make a movie with glamorous cave girls all in it, I'm there. Number 3, a great comedy. In addition to starring Miss Welch, it also starred Harvey Keitel and Bill Cosby. Think what you want of Bill Cosby and how his life ended up, but man, Bill Cosby was great. And in this movie, Mother, Jugs, and Speed, all 3 of them are great. It's a great movie. It's part drama, part comedy, and the comedy parts are really good. My number 2. Flare Up. Man, this one is really good. And I've seen it in the last few years. And it's from, I don't know, it's like from 72 or something like that, 74 maybe. But Flare Up is a really good crime drama type, stalker type movie. And it's really amazing. I can't wait to watch it again. It's going to happen soon. Probably on one of these late night tributes to Raquel. But number 1, man, I loved this movie when I first saw it. And I didn't see this at the theater when it came out. I guess it came out in 72, but I saw it a year later. Because back then, man, you weren't waiting for a release on video or DVD. There was no such thing then. What you were waiting for was the television premiere. And they'd play it on the ABC, CBS, NBC, whatever night of the week it was movie. But then it made the late night movie round. And that is where I dance. Where do you dance? When it makes the late night circuit, in 1974, 73, 74, who's watching it? This guy. My number 1. And I don't know how many times I've seen it, because I bought it on DVD. I had it on VHS. I bought it on DVD. I still watch it at least once every few years. I'll be watching it again real soon, but it is the movie about roller derby. It was showing, they were breaking the kayfabe on roller derby on this movie this early. And those who maybe could have put 2 and 2 together probably could have figured this out. I mean, I couldn't. How old was I in 73? 10. I didn't know how to put 2 and 2 together this way. Like, you know what? That roller derby, I bet wrestling has got that same thing going on. But hey, I wasn't smart enough to figure that out. Kelly's saying, have I ever seen the Ed Wood scripted knockoff called 1 Million AC/DC? No, I have not. 1 Million AC/DC? Something tells me that's not about the Australian rock band. Well, one more time to a cultural icon. Well, folks, thank you for coming today. Thanks for listening to me jaw a little bit. I am going to contact people that I know, that I talk to on a semi-regular basis, and say, man, what was the stories we were talking about that you said was, good to be on, work on through? And I'm going to have my notebook with me, and I'm going to write them down. And I'm going to start going through that stuff, man. But when I tell y'all about G.G. Allen, I've probably told it on here before, but I'm going to tell it again because, my crowd kind of shifted. There's people I used to see on here all the time, and I don't see them as much anymore. But then a new crop of people came on, and who knows who watches it during the week, during the replays and all. But there's a story about when Tom O'Keefe and we used to work for an X-ray manufacturer called Trans World X-Ray. We had a Christmas party at the Hilton, right down the street from where I'm at right now. And what do? Well, we bring G.G. Allen to the Christmas party. What happened? Stay tuned. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend. And I want to see you all right back here next Tuesday on Break On Through. Take care. God bless you.